Yeah, buddy. We are live at 7:51 p.m. just outside of Toronto time, and it's so good to see you. Hopefully it's good for you guys to see me too, but come on in. Yeah, buddy, come on in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Friday is here. We are Friday. Friday is us. But yeah, buddy, come on in. We'll give you guys a minute to come on in. Come on in. Let us know what you're wearing. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know how life is treating you. Hopefully, great. Hopefully, dandy. But yeah, guys, come on in. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Friday's finally here. Bravo. Friday's great. I love Fridays. So gives us some time to relax, replenish our energy, do the things that we need to do. Yeah, the weekends are great for that. Just to keep us going. Happy Friday. What's going on? Magic Ketchup. Good to see V Dubs. Reaper sent you. What's happening, Reaper? What's happening, Jared? Guys, how's everybody doing? Chucky is mad at me. Move that poinsettia. Where would you like me to put the poinsettia? You like my hairstyle? I'm here when I should be asleep, almost 3 a.m. Who says though? Why do you need to be asleep? Who makes your bedtime? Who set the bedtime? How is that coffee? Jared, I've had coffee every day since. I feel like I'm back on the coffee. I had coffee. I just had coffee now. I just finished having a big ass Starbucks. Had one yesterday and the day before. And I gotta break it. I'm breaking the habit. This is the last one I'm having. Or the addiction. This I don't want another coffee addiction. Nah. But yeah, coffee brings me like a nice calming presence, and that's why I had a coffee today. I felt like I had this hurricane brewing inside of me. I was like, "Oh no, we got to calm these storms. Let's go get this big filthy Starbucks." And it worked. It worked, but we're going to chop that off. We're going to cut off the coffee. I can't be drinking Starbucks every day. It's not good for the nervous system, the regulation. Nah. I love the way it makes me feel, but I don't want to get too attached to coffee. Sent to the night shaker Bellamy. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. The weather's coming, the weather's changing, so that's amazing. I love that. I love that the sun's coming out and warming things up. That brings me a lot of positivity, a lot of like light, hope, you know? Something to look forward to being outside. But how are you? Fragrance time is in Lardizan L'Eau d'Ombre Extreme, new pickup. That's nice. A nice Jean Claude. How are you? Doing great. Doing great, bud. Doing busy, just busy, working, working, hustling. It's like the hustling culture, the hustling lifestyle. Hustle's got me all wrapped up and busy, really. Hustling's got me busy, got me doing things, got me like staying out of trouble, you know, and it's good. Coffee makes the blood flow. I love it too, Carl. I love it so much. That's the thing. I don't want to get too attached to it. It's like another stimulant to get attached to, Like I don't want any more stimulants. I want to like try and get off all the stimulants that I can. But yeah, I love it too. So we'll make coffee like a special occasion thing. Bravo, Mitch. Love that Elena's Amber. Yeah. Oh, full moon fever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been full for yesterday. I really enjoyed it yesterday. And I love the full moons where we are here in Canada, Toronto. when you're out in the middle of the night, doesn't matter which a full moon is always above us, like in Canada. It's always above us. We have the best view of the moon. So I don't know where you guys are in the world if you get the same view as us, but it's majestic and spectacular, and I'm obsessed with the moon, and I spend as much time with it as I can. Especially because I'm a night owl and I'm out all like basically till 6, 7 a.m. And sometimes it's here and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it disappears from sight for like 3 or 4 days. And I'm like, damn, there she goes. Mikey V is in Bodacia Imperial. Don't know that, Mikey, but good to see ya. Frankenstein says, I'm stoked. I just confirmed shaker bottles on the way. Ah, nice. Bellamy Shaker. Baboosh is in the house. What's happening, Baboosh? Don't know what it is, but you look 10 years younger with a beard. Yeah, look younger with a beard. No way. And the messy hair. Really? I don't know. Maybe it's just like the light coming through. Could be the lighting, but good to see ya, Slavo. You look like Arjun Rampal. Who's that? What are your thoughts on what does that say? Powerfully? SW. What? What's that? Hi from France. Hello, France. Good to see you. If you're wearing any perfume, let us know what you're wearing. Let us know what your fragrance of the day is. I've basically been wearing Vanille Havane for 3 days now. 3 days straight. This bottle's still out in my car. I've been taking it with me. Have you tried these hype beasts from Père Noir? They sound up your alley. And I've never even heard of them, bud. They don't sound like they're very much hyped. I never heard of them. What are they? Is it perfume? And May 2nd already. Where you are, still May 1st here. Don't stay out of trouble too much. Yeah, it's good to find like a little bit of trouble. A little bit of trouble, but not too much. You know, you don't want to get taken, you don't want to get pulled too much off of your path. Trouble is okay as long as you can remain on your path and keep focused, right? But you don't want things like yanking you, like, you know, you don't want to get hooked. A little bit of fun, but you don't want to get hooked into too much trouble. We're New York Intense. Today is a new day. I have New York Intense out in the car too. What's happening, Michael John? Jarrett says he says Bud. I like that. He calls me Bud. I wore a vintage Dolce Gabbana put home this week and it was absolutely magnificent. I love the dry down of it so much. The tobacco amber tonka just lingers for hours and hours, and I was in love. There's something so special about that perfume. Incredible. I'll never forget the feelings. I was working on the assembly line, dude, Ford Motor Company, wearing Dolce Gabbana per home. And like, that's the only thing I remember about working at that place was my fragrance and building steering columns. But yeah, it's just, I remember very specifically, like moments where I would put in these screws just because of the way, like the smell would remind me of that. Yeah, but I love the lemon. I love Dolce Gabbana for the lemon. Creamy lemon, bitter lemon, all these incredible qualities to it. All the things probably make you look younger. You know what? I feel young. That's the thing is I feel like the youngest I've ever been. Sometimes I wish I can go hang out with like 7-year-old me. That'd be great. And show them like, hey man, look how wild things are 43 years later. Look how much things change. Look at the possibilities. Like, look at life. Stronger with you. I'd stronger with you. Yeah. No, man. Throw that away. Did you try a new Frederick Mall? No, not yet. Scent of the Night, Boss Bottled. Not yet, Spaced. What do you think of The Moon by Frederick Mull? It's a nice rose oud. I think there's so many nicer rose ouds though. But it is like if you like big and complex and bold and loud perfumes, that's the one. That's the one for you. Fragrance of the day is Mystique Incense. What's happening, Lou? Curtis is here. Hi, Eugene. Hi, everyone. Hi, Curtis. What's happening? Speaking of moons, that's right. Speaking of moons, this one is big and bright. God, it was beautiful. I think this Swedish one's called. What's happening, Torres? Good to see Christian. Scent of the day, Vanilla Van. I got some things here too. Some things showed up in the box. We'll do a little unboxing soon. Stick around. We gotta, guys. We gotta have a conversation. We need to discuss something serious, something we've never discussed on here. But it's time. It's time we had this conversation. How many bottles do you add to your collection per year? Every year is less and less. Like, God, there was years I was adding 100, 130, 107. Like I still got the lists of the years with all the bottles I purchased in those years. I would keep a list. I think 130 was the most in one year. What about the new Vetiver Creed? Yeah, I tried it. It's all right. Nice. What about Argo's Neptune's Trident? I've not tried that. But is it supposed to smell like Neptune, like cosmic? I'm not sure if Frederick Mull's The Moon actually reminds me of the moon. It doesn't really, to be honest. It has nothing to do with the moon. But Dawn doesn't remind me of. Actually, it's got some warmth. I don't know. The moon doesn't really remind me of the moon. You know what fragrance reminds me of the moon is Comme des Garçons 2, the inky metallic rose. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm wearing the moon. And maybe it's like the sparkling notes, the metallic sparkling notes that shine in that fragrance and the amber. Lou says full moon in Scorpio is about hidden truths and letting go. Yeah, Scorpions are dangerous. What have you let go of recently? What have I let go of recently? Hmm, dead weight. I let go of dead weight, like a rock in water. And you just kind of let it go. Unboxing time now. It's past. No, you got to stick around, Carl. We need you here, bud. No snoozing. What time is it in Sweden? You get Ganymede? No, I didn't, but you just reminded me. I got this. I got a bunch of. Look at this. Look at this T-shirt. Can you guys see that? This T-shirt is Mitsuko forever, Ganymede never, and that's kind of a slogan that Dushan would shout out during every stream. And then Lily went and made a T-shirt of it and sent it to me, along with a bunch of other goodies. So, shout outs to Lilith. I haven't seen her here yet, but your Ganymede comment reminded me of this. What's happening, Ricardo? Jared says, "Is Invasion Bar worth the price nowadays? I'm considering picking it up. Some people say it's reminds him of, reminds them of Reflection and Prada L'Homme. Has the price gone up or something? Is it all right? I don't know. It gets a lot of love. I think it's all right. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite barber shop. I know it gets a lot of love, but let me just adjust here. It's nice and smooth lavender and tonka bean. Try it. Have I tried any Mancera? I have. I'm not a big fan. The moon reminds me of fancy Arabic shisha. Yeah, that's what it is to me as well. Shisha. It's all shisha, rose and patchouli, and a big slob of synthetic oud. Often, what's happening? Did I hear "Come to Garcon 2"? I've been summoned by the mention of my favorite. Does CDG 2 remind you of the moon? Do you think of the moon when you wear CDG 2? That's what I was saying. Totally get the silvery moon dust connection. Yeah, that's wild, eh? How perfume can do that. How you can picture things. Slava says I got Neptune's trident. It's just nice, but not very exciting. Lily is scheming. What do you think she's brewing? Honky Dung, what's happening? Love that. Exercising at the moment. Oh, cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I actually just kind of came from the gym, but I didn't hang out long. It was so damn busy. I hate rush hour gym. So I left and I'll go back when it's a bit quieter. My time is middle of the night. I love when there's nobody there. I just get to use more machines and it's a lot more quieter and it's more peaceful and there's less people to disturb you or how many more sets do you have left? Like I don't know, man. Like when I get sore and I can't do any whenever that is, that's when I'm done. But awesome. Often says love you Lily if you read this. Yeah, that's nice. Slava says Lily really likes you, man. Yeah, she might. I think she might. I think she likes a lot of people though. She's got a lot of like in her heart. Babouche says when that shit has pups, I'll take one. What shit? Oh, the shirt. I saw shit. When the shirt has pups, well, you have to talk to Lily and Dushan. Maybe they can market these. Dushan came up with a quote. Lily came up with a shirt. Lily is making shirts, huh? There you go. Maybe they can profit off of this. There you go. That'd be great. Honky says send today Apom by MFK. Love the orange blossom violet. I have the Apom. That's a really nice perfume too. A piece of me. It's APOM is short for a piece acronym for a piece of me. And it's supposed to lick. It's supposed to smell like the scent of your lover licking your skin. So it's supposed to be their saliva on your skin, meaning a piece of me. A piece of me. I don't know. Kirk John was trying to be sexy or something like that. But it is a nice soft perfume, nice floral. Which Lou says, which perfume house do you think has the clearest signature DNA across? You know what I'm going to say, Lou. It's always the same two. There's two: Chanel and Get Alone. Hermes as well. It's the old classic French houses. Duchamp says I'll send her more suggestions for the t-shirts. There you go. Do it. Give us some here. Maybe we can make some here today. That t-shirt will age like fine wine. I have a feeling too. I have a feeling too because I mean they're two very completely different fragrances. Chanel and get along. Yeah. See you guys agree. Cartier and Mez more than the others. Definitely it's not Dolce Gabbana, it's not Gucci. It's like you there's just nothing that connects any of their perfumes together, is there? Well, that's going to happen when you don't have an in-house perfumer. When you source out your fragrances to the lowest bidder. Are you guys playing chess? Where? Oh, Surge. Surge also. Yeah, I would agree with that. Surge Lutens with Sheldrake for sure. Probably more. Surge more than Frederick Mull. I think Surge has more of a signature than Frederick Mull. What's in the box? Is Guerlain Heritage worth sniffing? Absolutely. Yes. Especially if you love classic masculines that are really well done. Like really good perfume. What's for the box is in the other room. I've got to go get it. Any summer recommendations? Try Izzy Miyake, but didn't like the citruses. If you like designers, I would say Hermes Ogive or um, Terre de Hermes Eau Très Fresh or Frederick Mall Bigotta Constant today. Heritage EDT is awesome. Any version of Heritage is great. Yeah, for sure. Bazak, what's happening? Good to see you. Sent to the day, Ariza Legrand, Relic d'Amour. Nice. Good to see you. Good to see you. Who is in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh no. Current Heritage is loaded with ambery woods in the vase. I'll have to try that. I wonder what that's like. Tower is also very recognizable, but mainly because he uses the same ambergris accord. Yeah, his perfumes are very ambery. And I would agree with that. Tower definitely has his own signature. And what is that signature? I would say balsams are his signature. He has these really ambery balsams in almost everything he does, or in the things that I've smelled. And his perfumes have, yeah, they're definitely very different and unique. But that's what makes them great. That's what makes them tower. They feel very starchy to me, starchy and thick. The amber in LDDM, L'air du Desert Marocain, is probably one of the most unique things out there. Just how rubbery that amber is. Yeah, I can feel it bounce like when I wear it. I can feel that amber bouncing off walls and vibrating back to me. It's so damn rubbery. Question is EDP or EDT? Does it? I don't know. Of heritage, I would say EDT. Parfum de Empire, all the same perfumer. Do you find the signature in Parfum de Empire? Man in the box. Hunky Dunk says yes. Bigotta Concentrate is good. Is so good. I like it a lot too. but you gotta love clove. Dushan says, I want to buy all Parfum de Empire thanks to Pradeep and Offenlicht. What house over uses the same accord? I'm gonna say get along with the vanilla, but that's also what everybody loves is the vanilla. Like they love it for the vanilla, but then others will complain. It's just vanilla. All they do is vanilla. But I'm okay with it. What else? How about Amouage with the incense accords? I think that's kind of been overplayed. Eh, for a while, Amouage felt like they were trying to recreate Interlude over and over and over with the smoke. Way back when. I don't know if they're still doing that, but the smoke, the incense, the leather, the amber, it's just like recycled notes. But that's their thing, smoke and incense. Dujan says after trying LDDM for the first time, reaction was, "This is bizarre." Dushan says Zerjov overuses sugar. Haktua. Celine 100% also has a common theme. Yeah, Celine definitely has a DNA signature. For sure, for sure. But they have more than one. They have like this very airy signature. By airy, I mean like this presence. Very airy, yeah. I love the presence. And then the it's a soft presence, the vanilla presence. Bigada Concentré was my entry to Jean-Claude Elena. Yeah, that's a good entryway, man. It's a big doorway. I was talking to Rich about Jean-Claude Elena yesterday. Jean-Claude. He's not everybody's cup of tea, though. Vanilla is the soul of Guerlainade. Chanel aldehydes. Amouage incense. Guerlain is just trashing us with the cherry tonka. They just grind the dead horse. What's been the latest cherry? Yeah, fuck, they love the cherry, eh? Le Petit Robe Noir, L'Homme Ideal, all versions of L'Homme Ideal, Cherry Oud, Tobacco Honey, that's got a cherry accord in it. Tonka Imperial had that cherry. They love cherry, no doubt. But they've been doing, you can't say that Guerlain jumped on the cherry train. Like the cherry's been trending the last 10 years, like since Tom Ford's been doing it, Lost Cherry and cherry this, cherry that, cherry, smoke rouge cherry, smoking rouge, or whatever that is, another cherry. But Guerlain's been doing cherry like 100 years ago. You can find cherry in things like Le Bleu, so cherry's just been one of those things. One of those things. That's right. Just picked up a Shedgy tester on FragranceNet. $68. Can't beat that. No, you can't. That's a steal. I get car sick because I don't even want to wear new Get-Alongs anymore. It's like, yeah, they ran really thin with me. I feel I'm so done with Get-Along. New releases don't even excite me. They hardly even excite me. I'm going to turn the light on. Like, what's the last Guerlain you guys got excited for? I get car sickness with the Yucatan. So which Guerlain made you car sick? Tobacco honey would make me sick. Not because I don't like the smell. I don't mind the smell, but the strength of it is just so damn powerful. It's literally like a pew, pew punch in the face. English gent, good Scorpio full moon day from Manchester, England. Yes, enjoy the full moon. Great for meditating. Great for reprogramming the conscious. What's your favorite cherry fragrance? At the moment, probably Chanel Comet. I love that. Cherry blossom. It's not as sweet as other cherries. But you know what? I gotta be honest, like the time I smelled Rouge smoking, something kind of stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, I need to wear this. I really want to wear Rouge smoking extrait. I smelled it and I was like, I was really interested. I was like, I gotta wear this at some point. And that's another big modern cherry fragrance. I like Elena's restraint. That's my favorite part about Elena. He's not complicated. Everything is just so easy going. There's no there's no ADD. There's no rush. There's no chaos in his perfumes. Everything is just so smooth, just flowing. I'm not keen on L'Homme EDP at all. Like I don't think you'll ever find something chaotic like Patchouli 24 from Jean-Claude Elena. Something that gives you anxiety. Elena's perfumes do the opposite. Like Le Labo will give you anxiety if you wear them. Amouage can give you anxiety if you wear them. You won't get that from Elena. Elena's perfumes, they're like sipping on tea, reading poetry. That's what his perfumes are literally. They're to sip tea and read poetry. Tonka Serapia has a cherry facet. Tom Ford Lost Cherry. First one is great. Very candid style. Cherry, not in your face. Fève Delicieuse was my favorite cherry. Is that discontinued? Does anyone know? Is Fève? Do I have? You have kids? I do have kids. Boss says I take L'Homme Dial over most masculines that have been released in the last 15 years. Yeah, over most masculines, like on the mainstream let's say anything on the sax depart counter. Yeah, chances are I would take L'Homme Dial over those two. Like anything that's come out of Hugo Boss or Gucci or Dolce Gabbana or YSL. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Tom Ford overuse of smoky woods and amber heavy bases. But that's what people are drawn to Tom Fords for, is the smoke and woods. Same reason people are drawn to Amouage is for the smoke and the woods and the incense. Nice ambiance, brother. Thank you. Hunky Dong says, did you see someone must have passed in Texas who collected all those Guerlain 5 5K limited editions? They are listed on eBay. No, I didn't notice. I didn't see what's happening. This is a big estate sale. Dush unhappy with his derby. Last great Guerlain to me was Mon Guerlain. I still wear Mon Guerlain, I still enjoy Mon Guerlain, but yeah, it's been a long time, and there might have been like a couple of pretty good ones after Mon, but not many. I really like Santal Paurosa, but it's not something I'm gonna stand on the roof and scream out for people to go and buy because it's not that great. It's good, you know what I mean? But I don't think it needs that sort of attention. It's an alright perfume. It's an alright perfume. Santal Poderosa is alright. There might have been a few more too, but that were just alright. But for the most part, literally not much. The last Get Along release, Neroli Plain Sud, maybe. I wore Royal Oud a few days ago and I forgot how that stuff is sweet in dry down, almost a bipolar fragrance. There's some sweetness in it, but it's mostly woods. Wood. Bipolar. Why did Jean Paul Guédelon have to say something nasty? I mean, he claims it's part of the culture. It's things that they say in France. The people in France, it's quite common for them to say that. So he didn't think he'd get canceled by saying the hard R. And he took he took his chance. He knew what he was doing. I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew his time was up. Mikey V says Rouge smoking is nice, gets shit on, but that cherry vanilla vibe is addictive. I agree. Yeah, it gets shit on. I understand why it gets shit on because it's sweet, right? And because it's popular. But I gotta admit, like something really struck a nerve when I smelled it, and I think I had smelled it on somebody before that, and that might be why. Cosmic says that must be the problem. The Guerlains at the mall do not impress me at all. I thought I was missing something. No, modern day Guerlain just doesn't have much to offer. Nothing exciting, to be honest. And PTSD Lab. New Guerlain marketing is heavily marketed to rich young women, and that is their stuff. Yes, Asian too. They're really going after the Asian market. What about Memo Paris? Not a big fan of Memo either. Perfumes are just way too hard for me. Gent says, to be honest, I'm excited to try Neroli Outrun Noir. I was recently getting into tea for yeah, that's a nice tea. A tea and soft oud. Tea, vanilla. Mon Guerlain is last of old 2000s Guerlain. Dude, I got lucky to be invited to the Mon Guerlain launch party when that came out here. They had the Guerlain boutique is like, yo, you want to come? You want to come? Like we would have loved to have you. Basically, from the boutique, it was just Christo and I, and maybe a few other people, but it was mostly influencers. Guerlain hires a launch party, whatever, and they just bring a bunch of influencers. Who's behind you? Chucky. Chucky's back there. What brands rely more on reputation than actual innovation? I think those lower tier designer brands like Hugo Boss, like Gucci, like Versace, like YSL, they don't ever create anything new. I don't. Okay, maybe not Armani. Did I say Giorgio Armani? Armani will create something new. They'll go out of the like they did with Aqua de Joe, right? You're not gonna get that from Versace. You're not gonna get it from Gucci. You're not gonna get it from Hugo Boss. But Armani will go. Armani will do new things. Although I'm not a big fan of the Armani Stronger with You. Like that smells like so much of the other stuff out there. Tom Ford Lost Cherry is textbook example of good cherry fragrance and other should not even try. Well, it's good that they're trying. It's not good that they're missing though. What's happening, ML? I went to a rack store and tried out Le Male, Le Beau, and Ultramall for the first time. Jean Paul Gaultier, Le Male, Le Beau, and Ultramall. One of them was pretty decent, but a tad boring and uninspired. Yeah, they're big, sweet, syrupy, fruity fruitules, and for something marketed as Le Male, Ultra Male, right? Ultra Male, masculine, they're extremely girly and fruity and synthetic. There's nothing masculine about those things. They smell like bubblegum and fruit and pears. Dior is also trading more and more on reputation. Yeah, Dior is probably number one that relies on reputation. Um, and it's not even like where would Sauvage be without Johnny Depp? Is you got to ask how many bottles has Johnny Depp sold? So are people buying them because it's good perfume, or are they buying it because it's being force fed? They're being force fed to buy this shit because it's just plastered everywhere. On every street corner, on every bus stop, every bus shelter, wherever you go, Sauvage is being marketed. Gucci Guilty Absolute was good, to be fair. Yeah, but discontinued as soon it was right after it was launched. It was good. It was different, right? Didn't really start any trends. Stuck around for a bit. Yeah, we got to give him credit for Absolute, but other than that, what else? What else came from Gucci? Memoir d'une Adour, I thought was good. I feel like Chanel and Hermes are somewhat staying true to giving us original and interesting fragrances. I think Hermes is staying true to themselves, which is important. These brands need to stay true to themselves more than they should stay true to demand, public demand. Neroli Out Renoir is the best tea scent. I like it even more than Gucci Put 'em 2. Gucci Put 'em 2 is really good. I find Gucci Put 'em 2 way more complex than Neroli Out Renoir. Strong With You smells like piss when you're sick without. It's just fucking horrible perfume, man. It's just horrible. I don't understand the appeal or YSLY. What? I don't understand the hype. It's just bad perfume. It's just ugh. There's a buzz. I feel like there's a hive of bees swarming around me. Coconut is the worst note in perfumery. I actually don't mind coconut. You don't want to smell like suntan lotion for sure, but I like coconut. Dushan says often you're gonna love Papillon Anubis. Gent says I've never tried Gucci Put on 2 as it's discontinued. A lot of people compare it to Louis Vuitton's Imagination. What about MFK Aqua Media Cologne Forte? I'm still waiting. The Aqua Media Eau de Toilette. I still haven't tried the new L'Homme Dial Cologne Forte, the new version. What do you think about Creed Millesime Imperial? That's supposed to be the salty watermelon. I never got on with that. Depp's favorite fragrance category was amber. So they gave him all the hamburgers or the fake ambroxan in the world. Amber turd. Ambroxan turd. The current Lamal is the biggest abomination of reformulation in current. It's horrible. It smells nothing. It's horrible, Mikey. Horrible. I work with some dudes that wear that. Oh, it's horrible, horrible, horrible stuff. It smells like plastic. I am reminded of plastic when I smell this stuff. It smells like sweet plastic. I love only vintage Gucci creations. Yeah, Dushan's hard to please. I'm not surprised. Paco Rabanne 1 million original is a good fragrance. Good compared to the things out today, you would say, right? 1 million. I would say, yeah. Compared to the things coming out today, 1 million is way better. I could see Johnny Depp wearing ombre nuit. Depp looks like a dirty motherfucker. I could see him wearing leather oud and just not washing it off for days. Would people still recognize luxury if all branding was removed? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Would they be able to decipher quality? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think a lot of people buy into labels. That's why a brand is worth what it is. Gucci Potem 2 is what Guerlain L'Homme Idéal EDP from 2009 aspires to be. Gucci Potem 2 is Guerlain L'Homme EDP. L'Homme. Yeah, you think? I don't really see the rhubarb. I don't really see the connection. It's like rhubarb and mint, isn't it? L'Homme. Hmm. Lou enjoys coconut also. Yeah, I don't mind a good coconut. Cosmic Ace says, I'm considering diving into vintage Guerlain. Which ones would you recommend? Mitsuko, Le Bleu, Shalimar, Jiki, Vol de Nuit, Chamad. I would start there. And then Samsara. Noah wore Millesime Imperial on Arc. How do you know that? How do you know that? Oh, is Creed that old? Does it go back the biblical ages? It might be. Well, like, where would we find that? In Deuteronomy? In Genesis? Is that really true? For yes, it's really, really true. I think things started south after 1 million. They perfected market and product engineering, but I think OG 1 million is actually good fragrance minus. It's really big and bold. It's super loud. It's a bit too loud for me, to be honest. I had a bottle of OG 1 million. It's, it's an interesting take. A designer take. It had that wild mandarin, big spicy mandarin, smoky. The mandarin stood out. A mandarin, tobacco, cinnamon. Nishkovich. What's happening, Nishkovich? Wally is here. What's happening, Wally? It's May 1st. I'm happy you are off purchasing hold. I'm excited for you. Have you tried anything from Spirit of Dubai? No, it doesn't really ring a bell. Do any of your colleagues wear Club de Nuit? No way. Hell nah. They'd be gone in a moment. Charlie Sheen's younger brother. That'd be wild. Dushan says arm off is awful. Go big or go home. Are you related to Charlie Sheen? No, I'm not. No. Unfortunately, no. Mikey says I love the OG Lamal. Mikey, same here. I bought on the spot when I smelled it walking into the Hudson's Bay. Blown away. You just open the door to the Hudson's Bay where the perfume aisle is, and this smell hits you, and you're like, holy, what the fuck is that smell? What is that perfume? It smells incredible. Incredible. The mint, the vanilla. Oh, it was. I wanted to eat it. I wanted to be it. I wanted to be that perfume. It was so incredible. Bought on the spot. And my friend's like, my buddy that I was with, he's whispering in his ear as I'm paying it, as I'm like ringing it through. He's like, I think this perfume's for gay dudes. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, look at the advertising. It was like two sailors there. I was like, bro, that's just advertising. Like, that doesn't mean you're gay if you wear the perfume. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, no, you can't wear that, Eugene. I was like, what? Stop. Stop. Yeah, lick the stream. Double tap right there. Lick the stream. Give the stream a good lick. Thank you, Wally. Alexander says, Tear Hermes EDP intense. You should review that smoky anise bomb. Oh noir DNA all over it. I like that one. I like that one a lot. It vaguely reminds me of Vetiver Tonka. The Vetiver really stands out. Quality is subjective, totally, but most fragrance hobbyists agree on quality. But the average Joe doesn't have a clue. Charlie Sheen, Mr. Bean. He's just playing Eugene. I like that. There you go. Put that on a t-shirt. See, I told you you'd come up with a new one. Thoughts on Latafa? Hmm. French, you know French, bud. French. We're just here for the French perfume. You know, we just want to talk about French perfume, and we want to be left alone. That's it. We just want to talk about French perfume, and we want to be left alone. We're Sagittarius. Who else? Have we got any Sagittarius in the house? We just want to do our thing. You know what I mean? No, I don't really have a. I haven't smelled a whole lot of Latafas. Black sweater, wispy hair, no point setup. Oh yeah, you're right. And they must have gone stale. My mom threw them out. A little scruff. It's Friday night. The feeling's right. Looking good. What is the scent of the night? Wally, I'm gonna go get my scent of the night, which is Vinny Havan. I've been in Vinny Havan. I think this is the fourth day now. Three for sure. This might be the fourth. I'll go see what else is in my car. I had Cocoa EDT. I had on New York Intense since we last saw you guys. But yeah, I hope the margaritas are flowing. I hope you guys are having a good time. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to have a conversation here today. I would buy 10 ml decan of Spirit of Dubai. They tweaked OG 1 million because endless panel tests and it ended up sweeter than intended. But you can still smell the genius. You find it genius, eh? I smelled it on a guy once in an art store. I was like, this dude smells interesting. He was a Middle Eastern dude. It was big and husky. And I said, yo, what are you wearing? And he goes, 1 million. I said, it suits you. And he says, you're right, it does suit me. You know why? Because I'm a heavy smoker and it covers the smell of my smoke. And I thought, okay, that might work. 1 million is a tobacco, right? So it kind of combines with his smell. But as much as I liked it on him, it's like that's as far as I wanna like it, like, on him. I'm not sure if I would enjoy it on myself as well. And the couple of times I did wear it, I found it just way too big and way too sweet and a little bit too clunky for my liking. But at that time, it was very different than everything else out there. Paco Rabanne definitely went, like, their own way, which is good. It's good when they do that. The original 1,000,000 was pretty groundbreaking. I remember smelling it when it first came out and loving it. Now every frag has that sweet bubblegum. Yeah, that started the bubblegum trend, didn't it? Which perfume started the bubblegum trend? Do we know? Can we pinpoint that? Otat libre de orage, headache inducing stuff. Sometimes perfume can do that. I have a new quote. No apology for astrology. Yo, how can you not? Why are you apologizing for astrology? Some religions base their whole entire existence on astrology. Does clunky mean like wearing clown shoes? Something like that, but in perfume form. The first bubblegum was a Lamal. Ooh, Lamal. The original Lamal, I don't remember the original being as bubblegummy as Ultra. Invictus was one of the bubblegum pioneers. I think 1,000,000 was bubblegummy, to be honest. We went through bubblegum, we did the Windex, we did toilet cleaner. What else do we got? Let me go get, I'll be right back. I'll go get my sense of the day. Uno momento, and I need to get a charger at some point. Remind me to get a charger. Vanilla Van. Oh, look at that. That's a dent and a half. I feel like I'm gonna need a new bottle soon. Wally says Eloise has the Sandra in green perfume video today. It's so good. Synthetic Nature is in there too. I've worn both this past week. I would take a bullet for Dissandra. So good. I saw. Eloise in her green shirt. I saw matching her, what was it, favorite green perfumes. I saw. Good. Yeah. She talked about the mint. Dissandra, kind of like Dissandra has a hidden mint note. Yeah, it is a bit mentholated. She got it pretty spot on. Diesel Green was very bubblegummy. Armoff is inventor of toilet cleaner. Armoff or Versace, one or the other. This says Wally, if you love this Sandra, you should try Vintage Devon by Arami. Shoutouts to Wally. I didn't get a chance to do shoutouts last week. There was a lot going on, but a lot of perfumes went out last week. But shoutouts to Wally. He's got 2 bottles of Descendant on the way. I think one has already arrived, but yeah, he had ordered a bottle, sent it out, and then I don't know, a week later, he got the urge to get another one. So enjoy, Wally. They should both be there. If not already there, they should be on the way. So shout outs to you, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Wally. I appreciate you. Club de Nuit Intense, a photorealistic rubbery lemon smoked on burnt plastic. To me, it was vinegar, lemony vinegar. Wearing that felt like drinking vinegar. That's how fun Club de Nuit is. Waiting on samples for Louis Vuitton lovers and imagination. I really want to put imagination on skin. Fracas started the bubble gum without meaning to. It's the grandmother. I can't stand Fracas. If there's a one perfume I have to say that I hate, it's Fracas. I really cannot enjoy fracas. No, 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 no. It feels like a fracas on my skin. And in my brain feels very fracased. No, 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 no. Me and fracas just don't get along. I can appreciate it, but no, I don't want to wear it. I don't want to put on my skin. No, but this, oh my god, this I can't I just can't say enough about this. This is one of my favorite things to wear ever. And I'm kind of obsessed. No, I'm totally obsessed. The cinnamon, the fruity notes, it's the depth of the cocoa, the bean, the powder. It's incredibly deep. I'm obsessed with the cocoa in here, the cocoa powder, the bean, the nuttiness of the bean, and the cinnamon. Oh my god, it's like I want to eat it. Incredibly. The blending, unbelievable. The softness too, though. It's incredibly soft. I love how soft this perfume is. And churchy. I get that church effect. Like it's so ambery and incensey and warm and golden and brown. CDNI is awful. Dude, I torched a bottle. I thought it was so horrific. I took a bottle with me to work and I torched it with propane, with acetylene, with oxygen. And I cranked that tube up. I'm going to sample imagination tomorrow. Mo glaze the hell out of it. Let us know what you think. It's getting a lot of glaze to be honest. So I want to put it on skin and take it out for a day, like test drive it for a day. Descendra is a masterpiece, says Wally. I vaguely remember Devin. English Gent says only buy Louis Vuitton fragrances from Louis Vuitton stores or their website. Bella Speedo is her #1 green. It's a good green. It's a good green. Patchouli mixed with citrus can give vinegar vibes. Bozok says Antoine Lee is magic. This is magic in a bottle. This is definitely, this is more full moon than the moon. This is very moony. Yeah, but this, I would find this magical, incredibly magical. The combination of fruits, the intensity of the fruits, like the raisin. What else is the fruity parts in here? I find it very raisiny, like a sweet raisin and cinnamon mixed with like this kind of spicy cinnamon and sweet cinnamon. It's neither like too much hot tamale cinnamon, but there's some sweetness here too. And the cacao is the cacao. I think this is more about cacao than, well, it's dude, there's a lot here. There's so much going on. The vanilla, the tobacco. That's quite the dent. It is, but look at this one too. I've also worn quite a bit of this. That's Musc de Sable. And to be honest, I love both of them. I don't know which one I love more. Well, judging by it looks like, to be honest, that's pretty even depending like I'm going to try and be, yo, I'm not sure you can get more even than this. Look at that. I would say a touch more of Vanilla Van I've used, but yeah, both of them got a nice dent. Duchefort created Havana Vanille for Lardizan. Marie says, my husband steals my Vanilla Van. It's gorgeous on a woman or a man. That rhymes. It's deep and moving. It's incredible. It's so incredible. Like, it's so charming. That's what this perfume is, charming. I find it so incredibly charming and handsome on whoever is wearing it. It's so rich and deep and intoxicating and full, and it stays with you all day and it never hammers you. This doesn't hammer you like Amouage's tobacco. That is a sledgehammer. You know what I mean? It's just like, it feels like you're hammering. I love it as well. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love it. I love it. The Royal Tobacco. But this has like this restraint to it, this charm, loyalty. But both are great. Tobacco fragrances in general are really great. La Fonte says, I sprayed LDE tonight for fun. It's so addictive. 9 times out of 10, I hate patchouli, but this one, I keep looking for it. I love the patchouli in LDE too. I love it. I love how scratchy and witchy it is. And that's what it was intended to be, scratchy and witchy. That's what patchouli should be, green, scratchy, and witchy. And that's kind of like the play on Heartbreak, was that patchouli. Scratch, it's to scratch. But do you get the scab accord in LDE? Like the scabbiness, like a scabby heart? Wally says, thank you for Descendre, Eugene, for shipping so swiftly and creating them with Antoine. I have one and the other arrives Tuesday. I can't thank you enough. Glad I got them. So that you've got three now, right? I think you got three now together. That's wild, man. Wild. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love their Rose de Jamal. I love Rose de Jamal as well. Rose de Jamal is incredible. Incredible and bitter and pickly. Bitter is my thing. Lafonte says, how did L'Erudite de Lafonte says, I love Vanille Havane more than Mousse de Sable, but for me, Ombre Supreme is the top pick from the brand. Okay, tell us why. I like Supreme too, but I like these two a little bit more. A little bit more. And it's obvious just by how much the dent in the bottle. Ombre Supreme is a little bit more challenging. Although I found Escala in Indonesia dirt cheap from someone and looking forward to spray the hell out of it. What's happening, Franska? Boy, good to see you. Wally says, I would like to try Mousse de Sable. Sounds amazing. I've tried most Les Indemnidables. I love Vanille Havane. Almost done with first 100 mil. Second one in a box. I have to have a backup of my tried and true. You also have the oud ones too, don't you, Wally? Right? I remember you and Carl getting the ouds. You and Carl and a bunch of other guys picked up the Vanille Havane ouds. Franska says, soon my moment to go through another La Doulette skis, but it's my birthday and the full moon. Rebirth for sure. Love you guys. Yeah, what's going on here? Rebirth, what is happening for you? Tell us what's happening for you, Franska. You going through heartbreak. Is that what you're saying? Dude, that's so exciting, man. That is exciting. I honor that for you. Heartbreak is an incredible time to experience, an incredible feeling, an emotion, whatever it is, it's incredible. Feel it deeply, feel all of it, enjoy it. Don't run from it, don't distract, go into it, really go into it, be with it. Put all your attention toward it, and you will learn, you will grow, and you'll find out so much about yourself, and you'll be grateful. But yeah, enjoy it. Honestly, heartbreak can be more fun than the actual loving. The loving stage when you meet somebody and you get to discover. You know how everything is just like fun and when everything's new and shiny and optimistic, like that feeling of like love going through you. It's great, right? But heartbreak is something completely different. It's a huge emotion too, but it's dark, you know? It's dark and it teaches you. That's the thing. It teaches you something about yourself, about life, about what you need to do to grow and get to the next step. That was my favorite part. Was just like learning about myself, like the reflective part of heartbreak. What am I worth? Can you find worth in the heartbreak? Do you know how incredibly painful like that is to find worth? But you got to get up every day. You got to do the things. Who am I getting up for? Am I worth getting up for? Am I going to do these things? Am I going to continue doing these things or am I going to give up? I need my descendre tout. It's coming, man. Your descendre is coming, brother. You just got to focus on those things. Focus on yourself, focus on healing, focus on growing, getting stronger, focus on finding yourself on your own path. Just keep focusing on you and whatever it is you're looking for will find you. Like it's inevitable. Whatever it is anyone's looking for finds them. Humpty, what's happening? I am yet to understand the patchouli fruity. For instance, I have pure patchouli oil, which is not sharp like Coromandel patchouli, but more like YSL tuxedo. It's more well, patchouli comes. That's the perfumer's job, is to decorate the patchouli. So every patchouli perfume will smell different. They shouldn't smell all the same. Um, but patchouli itself is really gorgeous and dark. It can be it's multifaceted, kind of like vetiver, but mostly earthy, and it lives underground. So that's why patchouli itself draws such dark contrasts, because it lives underground. It doesn't see much light. But it's sticky and herbal, and it's incredible. It's every perfumer's favorite note. Ask any perfumer, and they love patchouli. Well, he says, yes, I have 3 Descendre. It will as soon as leaves Chicago. And I would like 200 or 400 mil, please. I would love that for you, Wally. I would love nothing more than for you to get that wish. I'm rooting for you, Walls. Wally Cat, is your Ombre Nuit a good amber? It's a good perfume. Is it my favorite amber? No. Is it a good perfume? Yes. Is it my favorite amber? No. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, it's a good perfume. Is it a good amber? Is Ombre Nuit a good amber? It's rose and amber and benzoin. Is it a good amber? I'm gonna say no. It's not even a good amber. There's so many better ambers than Ombre Nuit. The Spree is really good if you want gums and resins for amber. If you're really looking for those sticky notes, those nuances. Ombre Nuit is very soft. It has no tenacity. It has no intensity. It's almost like another part. It's very close to the skin, but it is an incredible perfume. I'm a sucker for ambergris. I think it's a one-note perfume. In Ambre Supreme, the patchouli and immortelle support different facets of it so well. Yeah, I love the floral aspect of Ambre Supreme, the white florals, the jasmines. And that's really what connects me. The white florals and the ambergris connects me to number 5, because I've always thought number 5 had loads of ambergris in it. They just don't list it as a note. And those are the parallel similarities between number 5 and Ambre Supreme. Patchouli is extremely complex and versatile. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That's why I can wear fretchulis if the patchouli is deep enough. What's the name of the cake, Franska boy? I don't have the Kaur. I have the Abyss. Abyss. It's okay. Vanilla Man is still the OG. Yeah. I tried the Kaur. The oud in it was really lovely. It just gave it more power. But you guys get the Coca-Cola vibe in Vanilla Man? It does have a little bit of that, eh? Is it Coca-Cola or root beer? Oh, the fruity note is so good. The raisin licorice thing with the incense. It's a bit mentholated. The vanilla, the amber, the patchouli, the tobacco, the leather, the smoke, the animal. The leather is a bit animalic, right? Especially in like my bottle. This is halfway through, but you spray a fresh, brand new bottle. The leather is way more intense. My leather's kind of dissipated. I don't find this much leathery as it used to be. But perfumes change as you get more air in there. As they bloom, the things will change. But this has become much more nuttier now, with the cocoa being like focus, the cacao. Patchouli and oak moss, my connection to earth. Yeah, I feel that. My cake tomorrow will be Angelique by Angelos. Maybe lemon cake with meringue. Yeah, my mom used to make those when we were small. Lemon meringue pie. Those were good. Heartbreak makes the heart grow harder. Harder or fonder? I don't know. I think it allows it opens up the heart to love even deeper. It teaches the heart to love. That's what it does. It opens up a good heartbreak should crack you up to love even harder. It shouldn't close you up. Heartbreak shouldn't close you up. I don't think it should harden you. I think a good heartbreak should soften you. If it makes you harder, I don't think you've learned the lesson. There's still more healing to do. Big difference. I'll pay. I'll pay. What's that? Minty chocolate, beautiful. Vintage Bandit patchouli. Even the bouncer at Barcon loves patchouli. What are you at the club? I think, yeah, it's such a bouncer thing. I think patchouli 24 would be the best bouncer fragrance. Bouncers and patchouli, eh? Amazing amber is Chypre Palatin. Ambre Sultan. Are we doing a favorite ambers? I tried Chanel's Mademoiselle L'Eau Privé and is very similar to Coco Noir. Tried Chanel's Mademoiselle L'Eau Privé. What is that? L'Eau Privé. Mademoiselle L'Eau Privé. How come I don't know what that is? And is very similar to Coco Noir. Well, they're both like in the Coco wheelhouse, Coco Mademoiselle and Coco Noir. So, you know, but I don't remember smelling L'Eau Privé. Vanilla Vance Cocoa and resin combo gives that vibe, I guess. It's gorgeous. It's so incredibly complex. Like the depth to it. It's deep and rich and man and multifaceted. I kind of do get the Coke vibe you're talking about. The fun part is I don't like vanilla or tobacco, but I think Vanille Havana is beautiful. The dry fruity note hits too. Dude, it hits in so many ways. That's the thing, in so many different ways. I've been looking at the branding to Les Indemnidables. I gotta go get my charger. They use a lot of cubes. There's a lot of cubes. I don't know. What do you guys see here in this logo? I see a bunch of cubes stacked up on top of each other. I see one, two, three cubes. And then inside of the cubes are a bunch of arrows. And then same thing here. I see like one big cube and then triangles inside of the cube and then this huge X. A very, I wonder if this is like like symbolic of something. I'd really love to know how they came up. I've never heard like how they came up with this logo. And I'm curious. I'm really curious. Like I see a lot of arrows. There's one big arrow that looks like it's pointing down, right? You see that? Almost like a bow and arrow, right? Like this one here, because it's got the triangle pointing down. And then you got a bunch of triangles inside of triangles inside of triangles. That triangles make up cubes and then triangles. And in star formations, there's I see a big star formation there in the center. I see kind of like cat's ears at the top. You see the cat ears? Could almost be like a nose, a cat nose in the middle right there. You got the cat ears, maybe some cat eyes, and the nose there, almost like a wolf's face if you look at it, like abstractly, a wolf head. I'm just playing around, right? But I just looking, I keep looking at it, and every time I look at it, I see different things. It's weird because I do get the dried fruits and the booziness, the vanillas and tobaccos, but strong cacao for Vidney Havan. It is so good. I, for some reason, get more chocolatiness. Well, the cocoa, the cacao is very chocolatey. But to me, more than chocolate, it's more nutty. To me, it's incredibly nutty and boozy. It's nuts. I just like nuts and powder, cocoa powder, almost like hazelnutty. Like the spread. It'd be like a coconut spread. The cocoa Eau de Parfum Intense is so good. Low Privé is meant to be worn at night. Is that the one you spray on your sheets on your bed? Maybe my brain is just wired to view heartbreak as rejection. So to project the ego, my heart and mind become harder. Yeah, you're protecting yourself. It's okay. That's what you need to get by, but maybe there's a little bit more work to do. And that's okay. They give you something to focus on and work towards. It's the best thing, you got something to work towards. Keep going, man. You're getting there. You're definitely getting there. Did you try other Vanille Havans like Queer and the Oud version? Do you still prefer the original? I tried the Oud. I have the what is it, 7.5 mil or 10 mil? Um, Beautiful, amazing, but I still prefer. I always prefer the original of everything. Everything I ever smell, I always prefer the original idea. But the introduction of oud is really good. Like it's a really nice oud, a dry Cambodian smoky medicinal oud. That's a little bit animalic. I've got the sample of the pure oud as well, and when you wear that, it's very dirty and barnyardy. The oud. Triangles, deltas. Yeah, like here you got a bunch of triangles pointing towards the center, right? The outside, the big white triangles, they're all pointing towards the center. And then you have the smaller triangles pointing towards outside. So you got these triangles pointing in different directions. And then you got a big X in the middle, Like I wonder what just kind of what that means. If there is a meaning or if it's just a design they came up with. But I'm sure there's more meaning than just the design. Like it looks like something they put time and effort into. I sprayed a decan on the girlfriend. It smelled really nice, but it doesn't smell like you. What, Vanilla Van? Doesn't smell like your girlfriend? Just geometry. I see geometry. It's cool branding though. Demi Remy did DMT when coming up with it. What's happening, Lils? I do see the cat and the wolf now. Yeah, right? A little bit. Whiskers, come on, right? A little bit of whiskers there. Focus, Dan, focus. I think you'd enjoy constructing geometric patterns with a ruler and compass. It's pretty satisfying to focus on something in silence for hours. Yeah, I mean, dude, I took drafting classes. Like, yeah, definitely. I got to play with all of this stuff in college. I want to get the Grand Cruise. It reminds me of the umbrella logo from Resident Evil. It's very tism coded. Tism. What do you mean by tism? I think the cacao and vanilla bean does that. It's quite nutty indeed, but not all. No, I don't get any almond. No almond. Almond would be a completely different vibe. It's a t-shirt plug. Last stream you said bridesmaid dress is really champagne beige. I love that color. Lulz. My favorite color is black though. Mine too. Mine is black as well. But black can be really boring at times. But it's the mystery. I love the mystery of black. And I'll forever drive a black car. I can't picture myself driving any other color car but black. Talking about greens, I also had the sample of Guerlain's Vetiver Fauve. I really enjoy it, but I'm not sure if it's bottle worthy. Fauve is a weird smell. I don't enjoy Fauve. Yeah, that's another one that was a miss for me. And peach. The peach was a big miss. Pesh, Mirage, whatever the heck it was. Oh, let's open this thing before my battery dies. Or should we save it? I think, you know what? Let's save it for the next stream. It's already getting late. Sometimes you read more like a Scorpio, Eugene. Maybe it's your moon sign. Nah, I don't think so. My moon is Pisces. I'm a Pisces moon. Not to channel Brad Pitt, but what's in the box? It's his wife's head. I shouldn't say that. But what's in the box? Great movie, eh? I love that movie. What about patchouli Paris? To be honest, I found it kind of mid, both patchouli Paris and tobacco honey. I found it mid. Even like today, I'm still kind of hoping I'll change my mind on at least patchouli Paris, but it's not great, bud. It's not really great. How do you know that? Did you find out your birth time? Well, I mean, you got a window of 2 days. Like the moon, it's that moon for 2 to 3 days. So I know what day I was born on. Doesn't matter what time. If I plug in at midnight, at the top of midnight or at the bottom of midnight, it shows up as Pisces, right? So it can only be Pisces. I'm a Gemini. I never shut the fuck up. Is that true? I didn't know that's a Gemini feature. See, I'm the opposite. I'm very quiet. I'm introverted and quiet, like completely to myself and quiet and closed and reserved. And I'll share, but yeah, a lot of the times it has to be pulled out. A loner, Sagittarius loner. I'm a loner, like true and true loner. I love being alone. I love my alone time. A vetiver can be very rooty and bitter. Super earthy. I'm just getting into vetiver as well. Yeah, vetiver is it's just one of those things. I like patchouli Paris. It doesn't last on my skin. I'm a Leo. I think I'm amazing. I wouldn't expect for you to say anything other than that. I think I'm amazing. I expect every Leo to follow up with, I'm a Leo and I'm amazing because that's what Leos think of themselves, is that they're amazing. And that's what makes them Leos. My son is a Leo, and I'm pretty sure he thinks he's pretty amazing. He is pretty amazing, but I'm pretty sure he knows it too. Same, Eugene. Same what, honky? I said a lot of things. What are you same as? I'm like you. Sycamore is one of my favorite vetivers. I do enjoy Get Along a Vetiver Parfum though, but it's sharp and turns a bit soapy. I can wear a sycamore so much easier than a vetiver. But to be honest, like the truth, I think Get Along a Vetiver is such a better perfume than sycamore. So much better. Like technically, I think it's a genius. What's happening, Pat Lester? But sycamore is pretty genius too. But I think vetiver is just a bit smarter. Stefan says, I something Gemini too, and my girlfriend's a Gemini too, and she's a teacher, and she speaks the whole time at home. Oh, that means I can't ever be with a Gemini. I I I would fucking my kettle would boil over. Somebody talking all the time. And you have to give them your undivided attention, or else it just turns into like you literally need to stop what you're doing and give them your eye contact the whole entire time, right? They're almost like pirates. They just thief in your time. Geminis, what are you guys doing? Save some time for the rest of us. I'm a Sagittarius too. Sagittarius here. Gemini. I don't think I've really known many Geminis. Gemini. Like in real life, I'm trying to think. I was married to an Aries and I think an Aquarius. the 2101 batches of Sycamore Eau de Parfum is one of the latest. Is so good and reminds me of the best vintage of the 2101. More introverted. Yeah, just love your alone time, right? Wally says, I talk so much, I'm pretty sure when I die, I'll be giving eulogy at my own funeral. Damn. One of those types, eh? Cosmic is an Aquarius. I like water. I need to live. Agreed. Both veterans are good in their own way. It makes for an entertaining IG digest, Wally. Just don't do it anytime soon, Wally. How about Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver? Gave me a migraine. I really wanted to get Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver, but the time when I was trying it out gave me a migraine, and it was just like it was a simple pass. I was like, "Yep, no problem." Migraine, nah. And then I just went and bought more Get Alone instead. I just sprayed my old bottle of Get Alone ADL EDP, and I'm getting tobacco. It's got, yeah, tobacco, sandalwood. It's quite suave. Tonka bean. It's nutty. It's nice. Get Along ADL EDP is nice. I like that cherry leather vibe. Cherry cola, leather, almond, and tobacco. I agree. Grey Vetiver is okay, nothing more. It's a nice, clean, crisp office scent. Here's another nice tobacco. Here's another. Oh no, that's not. I thought it was Cristal. Here's cocoa. I wore cocoa probably on. I think it was Tuesday. I'm in love with the cocoa. Coco. She's this is gorgeous. Beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Um Perfume of the month though. Okay, perfumes of the month definitely Dolce Gabbana put home. Thank you Lily for sending this over. And Oud Isfahan I would say is part of perfumes of the month. I wore the hell out of this. Last night I wore Vetiver 46 for meditation. Wore the hell out of, I would say this too. Probably these three. Aveni Havan, Oud Isfahan for rose, patchouli, oud. Dolce Gabbana put home. Wore the hell out of this, I think for a week straight. And this as well. I wore this Mousse de Sable 3 days in a row. That poor label. Well, it gives it character. Definitely some character. So can I show them everything else that you sent? Because there's a lot here. And I'm not going to show it all right now. I'll do it like in the next couple of streams, but I've shown them the shirt. You weren't here. So if you haven't seen the shirt, Lily's here now. There's the Mitsuko Forever, Ganymede Never. And a bunch of people actually want to buy this shirt, Lily. So you should probably start making some more. There you go. Lily will send you the link where you can get those. Um, I guess I can show all of this stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot here, but yeah, we'll do that in the next couple days. I had that Dolce Gabbana background 04, 05. That's when my son was born. Yeah, I wore this. I'm telling you, it was the year it was released, 1994. I was 20. I was 20 years. I was 19 and 20 when this came out, and it was just mind blowing to me that it was new. I was wearing Lamol at the time and getting really bored of Lamol. and I was looking for something new and fresh, and this was just wild, absolutely wild. It has a little like the tobacco has a little bit of that nicotine effect too in the dry tobacco, kind of like in Cristal. I get nicotine. I think that's what makes this so addictive. It's dry and green and bitter, bitter tobacco. But they've slipped a little bit of nicotine in here to keep you hooked. Opinion on the Paradise Garden, you a fan? What is that? Red Fever. I'd be curious to smell it again. It's so good. I got when I got back into perfume, I wanted this back in my collection. So I went to the store. I was looking for a bottle, like duh. I was looking for a bottle without the sticker label because I remember that the sticker labels were crap and they never stuck. So I was looking for the bottle with the new printing on. I thought, all right, they look nice. Little did I know the scent had changed. And when I started wearing it, I was like, oh, this isn't the same fragrance. It's not the same scent. I don't get the same feeling. I don't get the same effect. I don't get the same joy that this thing used to give me. The contrasts were the contrasts were horrible. They were a bloody mess. Whatever you want, put it on. Put a what on? Put the t-shirt on or Dolce Gabbana? When's the last time you wore Bella Speedo? Hmm. Hmm. I don't remember. I don't remember right now. I smell it. It smells decent, but not for the price. Then don't buy it if you don't like it. Humpy says, for me, scents of the month are Chanel 1957 and Jersey. I enjoy wearing them together early morning. Yeah, both are great. If they want to pay for my lawsuit with Guerlain for selling unlicensed merch, they ain't gonna sue shit, Guerlain. Me too. I wore it in the 90s. So strong. Yeah, you wore this one too? Such a this is hairy chested, right? This is very macho. This is Tom Selleck, open shirt. Yeah, definitely hairy chest vibes. I loved wearing that Dolce Gabbana put home when I had it, by the way. Did you? Should I send you some? I mean, you could have. I mean, you sent me two damn bottles. You should have kept one for yourself. Right? I can send one back. You should have one. Dolce Gabbana put home OG reminds me of being in southern Spain by the Mediterranean. It is very Mediterranean. And I wore this on the coast of the Adriatic. Planning to go to the store. No, this has changed so much since it's been long. But the new batches are apparently made in Italy as well. New batches of Dolce Gabbana put home. So for a while they were made in the UK, then they went to Germany, and apparently now they're back in Italy. But I don't know what it smells like. Lily fears Guerlain, but not Berrois. Bella Speedo smells like fresh cut grass with some flowers. It's nice and simple. Ganymede is one of Saturn's moons. That's right. Ganymede is a moon. Is it Saturn's moon? And don't send it back. No, you don't want it back? It is a masterpiece. But you know what? Like looking at it now, it doesn't smell anything crazy complex, does it? Like it doesn't smell like a crazy idea. It just smells like a bunch of good things that are put together, like good essences. The citruses are incredible. The citrus top is really sparkling, fresh, clean, bitter. So there's a contrast. There's soapy citruses. It's got a dry lavender in here, herbal lavender. The sticker fell off. Yeah, every bottle I've ever seen, the sticker's been doing this. You see that? That's his trademark. Luxury. Dolce Gabbana. Luxury, right? Does that bottle say Euro Italia on the bottom? It does say Euro Italia on the bottom. It does. Made in Italy, Euro Italia. Monza. Yes, sir. The only old bottle of perfume I still own is Fierce. I never got Fierce. I liked walking in the Abercrombie store when I was younger. I always enjoyed that scent. But even when I was young, walking into that store, I felt like those scents were still younger than me. So I never got any. It smells like a romantic, warm, sunny Mediterranean evening. Sunny is, yeah. I definitely get the sun. It's hazy. But the lemon, I'm addicted to the lemon leaf. The lemon is so citrony. Lemon leaf, it's bitter and creamy and ambery. Really, really nice. I almost wanted to fix it, but sometimes when you fix something, it makes it worse. That's true too. Sometimes you just gotta let things, I don't know, fix themselves. Jared doesn't think I know my shit. Jared testing you, eh? Jared wants to know how much you know. Yeah, the boutique smelled all over the mall. What is hazy in it? I think it's a mixture of the lemon and lavender, like the citron, the lemon leaf. It's very oily. Like the lemon, there's an aspect of the lemon that is incredibly oily here. Like it's lemon oil, almost like pledge, right? But more concentrated. Like really good lemon oil. And ta-da, there we are. Dolce Gabbana put home 1994, and we're wearing it in 2026. Holy shite. Fucking 30 years old, baby. 30 years old. Do you guys remember how big Dolce Gabbana was at that time when this launched, when this fragrance launched? Domenico, and what's this, Johnny? They were on top of the world. These guys were dressing Madonna. They were dressing probably Michael. They were dressing all the biggest stars. I like the smell of Abercrombie stores and also was into the clothes. I'm like the guys that work there. The clothes were way too small for me. I'm a big dude, you know. I'm husky. And those clothes, I don't think they came in like double. They were made for small dudes. I'm an XL, sometimes a double XL. And these guys are, yeah, you got to be like thin and you got to look like a diorama. Domenico Dolce and Stefano Gabbana. Do you remember them at the time, Wally, when this launched? Their faces were everywhere. They separated years ago. They were literally on top of the designer world. They were the best at that time. They were probably at the height of fashion. I don't think Tom Ford was even the thing back then, was he? Tom Ford was with YSL. There was no Tom Ford. They separated years ago. Haha, just checking, Lily, because some bottles they made back then said made in Italy, but they were made somewhere else and reformulated batches. Yeah, don't get the UK one. I've got that as well. It's all like citrus and tonka bean. Yikes. I enjoy the smell outside of the Labo stores. Same here. In Toronto on Queen Street West, they have a Le Labo. And every time I'm heading down there, I can smell Le Labo from blocks. So I can smell Rose 31 from a block away. And I love it. And I so love walking up on that place and just getting all the different aromas coming out the window or if the door's open. And Rose 31 always sticks out more than any other. The woman's version of Dolce and Gabbana light blue forever put femme smells incredibly close to Neroli Portofino, but with better performance. Very sadly discontinued. So what's happening, Bugsy? I love the light blue for women. I really like that. That reminds me a lot of Parade, Celine Parade. The rose and geranium are underrated in Dolce Gabbana. It plays a nice part in the mid and dry down. Geranium, eh? Geranium. Yes, Versace assassination, 97. Tom Ford ran Gucci, 94 to 2000 or 2001. Dolce & Gabbana shows are great. My friend works at Madison Avenue Boutique. They have a Le Labo near me. I need to go. Yes, on Queen Street. Oh, that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, I know it. What's happening, Reaper? Yo, how much super chats did you make tonight, Reap? You make $1 million in super chat? Sweet. You have no idea. I got two European ladies with me right now. Where? Like on your couch in your living room or on stream in a different part of the world? What's happening, Reaper? They want me to go to the club. I keep telling them no. You must be Sagittarius. As far as I know, it's still a private company. Who? Dolce Gabbana? Reaper kills it on Super. What's his trick? What's his secret? What's his trick? I tuned in to Reaper the other day and he was like flinging around hot dogs like this. I even took a screenshot. I wanted to send him. Look, I wanted him to see what he looked like waving these hot dogs around. They're on my couch. Should I go? Are they watching us right now, Reap? Yeah, go, man. Go with them. Go with them. They want you to go. Go have a good time. As long as they come back with you, though, right? That's got to be the deal. Just be you, Eugene. So what do you do? I can't be anybody else, Reaper. I can only be me. Who else would I be? And then what? You just be me and super chats will come. Is that what you're saying? Now, fuck them. I want to go to casino. Reaper, make up your mind. No, fuck the casino, man. Go with the ladies. Go and treat them. Take the ladies out. Have a good time. You never know when you'll see them again. And casino will always be there, Reap. Reaper's a gambling man. Yeah, once you got that gambling man in your blood, nothing else matters. Women, family, sports, all you want to do is go bet. Review the KFC in the car Tuesday. Dude, I couldn't eat KFC. I would probably throw up if I had KFC at this point. I've been eating really clean lately. Like last week was really, really clean. The 2 weeks before that were bad. I should have eaten it back then. But then my dad called me fat last week. I was like, fuck, I gotta go on a diet. So last week was super clean. Spray the worst fragrance and do KFC review. That would probably be a Mancera or a Montal or Fracas. Fracas. KFC made a perfume 2 years ago, and Pizza Hut as well. Pizza Hut made a fragrance. Yeah, but when I'm feeling like kind of in the low vibration, then we'll do the KFC review. You want to hear the rant about what? KFC? KFC rant? Yeah. Was my dad Asian in this previous life? Why is that an Asian trait? He might have been. KFC is bad chicken. Dude, it's so greasy and deep fried. But any fast food takeout chicken is not going to be good for you. It's all deep fried in vegetable oil or seed oil. No rant of bad fragrances on your skin. People want to hear that. You think so? People want to hear ranting? I'm not in a ranting mood though, Reaper. And I don't want to perform, you know? I'm not a performer. That's what like guys like Jeremy Fragrance do. Like Jeremy's a performer, you know what I mean? Like that's what influencers do. Constant comments about appearances. Yeah, or he'll tell me to shave. He's like, "Go shave." So you know, what do you mean, go shave? The eggs you shared on story looked cooked perfectly. No salt, no pepper. They were spot on. That is my favorite way to eat eggs. On the lowest heat, fried on butter, steel pan. They come out so buttery, so clean. No salt, no pepper. Absolutely nothing, just raw. No, but KFC is poor welfare chicken, chickens that are treated inhumanely. Popeye's review, please. Fast food is it's not good, man. It is not good, dudes. But you guys know that. We all know that fast food is not good. Doesn't matter where it's from. McDonald's is probably the worst. That is some satanic shit. You eat a McDonald's, that hamburger that you eat, which is like, I don't know, a square inch of fucking meat, of beef. In that square inch, 3 square inches of meat could be meat from over 1,000 different cows. So think about that. There's 1,000 different cows, the meat of 1,000 different cows in one McDonald's hamburger. The thing started off as a paste. It's just been mushed and mixed around so many times. It starts off as a paste. What's happening, Moon Boy? No, no, no. You know what I've been practicing though is moon flips, but not here on Earth in physical reality, but out there I've been doing moon flips, astro gliding. So when I'm sleeping and when I travel in my dreams, I've been doing those like somersaults out in space. Those are getting much better. And all thanks to you, Moon Boy. I never would have tried that somersault in space if it wasn't for you. So I appreciate that, man. Sour diesel isn't good. You can do one stream of food review in the car. Sour diesel is good though. I love sour diesel. I always go back to sour diesel. Sour diesel's like my home base. I stray a lot from sour D, but I always come back to it. What do you mean it's not good? A&W is still okay. Hmm. None of those places are okay, bud. It's just all of it's processed. All of it. Even those $25 burgers at the fancy restaurants, they're processed. They're heavily processed. McDonald's is nasty. McDonald's, hell no. And no wonder this. Did you guys see the CEO bite into his own hamburger? They cut the screen. You totally like they cut the video. There's a cut in the video. You totally know he spit it out before they went into the next scene. Did you try to? No, I forgot Gorilla Glue. I'm gonna screenshot this so I remember. Hang on, Gorilla Glue. All right, I'm counting on you, Reaper, for this to be good. If it's not good, I'm gonna come down to Miami and take those two broads on your couch. Moonlight are pretty sweet. Backflips are better though. Can't really rate a Moonlight, but I appreciate the honesty. Headband was my favorite strain. I've never heard of that. Impossible to find. Man, I'm watching your Canadians play against Florida today. Ooh, I gotta go. I gotta go really soon. Best thing is to cook. Yes, cook your own food. Absolutely, cook your own food. You know exactly what goes into it. Absolutely. Gorilla Glue puts me to sleep. Is Gorilla Glue an indica or a sativa? I'm not a big fan of indicas because, like he says, they put me to sleep, and I don't want to be going to sleep. I want to wake up. As for Girl Scout cookies, I tried the Girl Scout. I tried the GMO cookies. It's an indica. Yeah, I don't really care about indicas, man. I love sativas. They blow my mind. Like literally. They literally blow my mind. Indicas put my mind to sleep. A good sativa. I feel like I have fireworks in my head. You guys know, right? A good sativa, the fireworks come out. Like we're buckled in. We're ready for liftoff. We are, dude. We're heading 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We're gone. See you later. You don't know where your food comes from unless you're raising your livestock. At least you know it's one ingredient. What was your first ever fragrance? Mine was Calvin Klein's Eternity when I got into fragrances. I have a feeling my first ever mine that I was gifted was Hugo Boss number one. And it was around the same time I got Polo Green. I think those were my first two fragrances, Hugo Boss one and original Ralph Lauren Polo Green. And then I got CK Obsession and CK Escape. And then I ended up buying for myself Ralph Lauren, Polo Sport. My brother's first perfume was Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio, and I was obsessed with it. I was so obsessed with Acqua di Gio. That, again, like a sativa, was fireworks in my brain. That was so much fireworks, so much whoa. What's happening, Doc Lock? What was your guys' first ever fragrance? Calvin Klein's Eternity. Yeah, I remember when. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had Eternity as well. Eternity was like one of my best friend's signature. I had another best friend that wore their his signature was Cool Water. Dog Locks says, snap, I got Polo Green shower gel for my 12th birthday. Yeah, what's with Polo Green? Gifting Polo Green to kids, eh? Polo Green is a grown ass man's fragrance, not a little boy's. And I was wearing it at like 9. Something like that. Wally says, whatever I smoked the other day, good God, I woke up fully clothed in a different bedroom. I remember nothing. Damn, Wally. Armani, he was my first frag. Hey, Janet. Good to see Janet. How you doing? Let us know what you're wearing. Calvin Klein was on a roll in the late 80s, 90s. Yeah, for sure, Calvin Klein. CK. CK and Ralph Lauren. Antoine, I remember talking to Antoine, and Antoine saying, like, when he was in the industry back then, I'm not sure if he was in it. He was saying, like, he was working in France. Brands were getting scared of these American perfume companies like CK, Calvin Klein, and Ralph Lauren. They're like, what the hell? These American designers are taking the world by storm. They're overshadowing like our perfumes, French perfumes.